Hello, I am Dr. Sarada, Gynaecologist and Obstetrician at Yashoda Hospitals, Somachiguda. Today we will be talking about the things which decrease fertility in women. Fertility is a biological ability of a woman to conceive, to become pregnant. So the couple can think that something is not wrong if they have been having a frequent non-protected intercourse for 1 year and still not being able to become pregnant. Or if the women's age is more than 35, even after 6 months, if the couple is not able to achieve pregnancy, then they should think that something is not wrong. So what can go wrong? What are the things which might decrease the chances of becoming pregnant? So there are some modifiable, which means we can change those factors, some non-modifiable, which we cannot. So what are those non-modifiable risk factors? One is women's age. So we all know that each girl is born with a fixed number of eggs. So that fixed number is determined by the genetic component. So genes in a woman determines number of eggs in each girl. So at birth there are about 1 to 2 million eggs. So million gives a big number, so we can be happy. But by the time the girl reaches puberty, that means the girl hits her periods, it comes down to lakhs. They are just 3 lakhs. But ultimately, when the girl starts menstruating, there are just 300 to 400 eggs which it releases in a girl's lifetime, in a woman's lifetime. So that even that 300 to 400 maximum good quality eggs are done by the women reaches 30, usually by 30 years. That's why the studies tell us that the reproductive age of a woman is 22 to 30 years. More than 30 we call an elderly age for a woman to become pregnant. But now the people are delaying their pregnancies because of various reasons, be it a social, professional, or without a knowledge. So people are delaying. So it's good to achieve very high positions in their profession, go high, but at the same time there's something called as this biological clock which ticks. So we should be aware that the number of eggs and the egg count decreases as women ages, and which we cannot change. No medicines can increase the number of eggs in a woman, and no surgeries can bring back the eggs in a woman. So we have to be aware of this biological clock. Then when we look at the modifiable risk factors, so what are the modifiable things which can impact the women's fertility? So there are these lifestyle choices. So the generation now have a very bad sleeping habits, very bad eating habits. The sleeping pattern is totally changed. Now everybody wants to be awake throughout the night but wake up very late in the morning. So that impacts our hormones. So lot of night shifts, waking late up in the night, these impacts the hormones and gives you a lot of hormone imbalance. So apart from the sleep, it's the eating habits. So a lot of junk food, lot of fast food. So that gives you a very bad BMI. So your weight increases. When the weight increases, the BMI is gone and again comes the hormone imbalance. So no proper sleep, no eating habits, and no exercise. So the exercise patterns, either they are over exercising or they are not exercising at all. So both are not good. They both give a lot of hormone imbalances, which results in something called as PCOS. So we are now listening a lot about the polycystic ovaries. So this in fact decreases the ovulation. So the egg doesn't release and in fact decreases the chances of women becoming pregnant. So if the girl has irregular periods, very less periods, or period once in 2 to 3 months, we should check for this polycystic ovaries. And the other hormone imbalances like thyroid disorders, prolactin disorders can also cause the ovulation problems. The other lifestyle choices like lot of tobacco, lot of alcohol can also decrease a woman's fertility chances. And multiple sexual partners. So multiple sexual partners will increase the risk of sexually transmitted diseases. So the increased risk of chlamydia, gonococci, which block the tubes. So tubal blockage is a permanent damage. We cannot open the tubes. So this again causes an irreversible damage and decreases the chances of fertility. And associated, so some women do have some associated medical conditions like some autoimmune disorders like SLE, some platelet disorders, diabetes. So all these also and the medications for which they are using. Some girls might have epilepsy, the fits. So some medicines might impact their chances of becoming pregnant. So then we have to balance. Then we have to be in a follow up with the physician. see when the disease is under remission. So when it is under good control, that is the time when the girl has to plan a pregnancy. Pregnancy is definitely a very happy thing in everybody's life, but it has to be, some factors might decrease the chances. So we can change the lifestyle, we can modify the eating habits, but we cannot modify the age. So be aware of these factors and plan pregnancy. Thank you.